Hello there, this is Darth Penn, and thanks for stopping by. You're watching the end of Summer Manga Haul. I got 2 months worth of manga here to show you, as well as gifts that were given to me for my birthday, so make yourself comfortable and let's go ahead and get started. This first volume you're about to see took me 2 months to obtain, and that's the 7th volume of Dorohedoro. I also, after finding it, went ahead and bought 8, 9, and 10. I know that Volume 13 is currently hard to find, Volume 22 or 21 is currently hard to find. I'm going to try to get as much as I can of these, but I like to collect in order, so I keep hitting these stopping points. Phenomenal series, though. Within the past 2 months, I had also picked up The Flowers of Evil by Shuzo Oshimi based off a recommendation, and I gotta tell you, it was really great. I was addicted to this story while reading it, and would end up reading a whole book at a time. The editions that I bought are 3-in-1s, except for the very last volume, Volume 4, which only has 2 volumes. Definitely a super great read, super realistic characters, really twisted story, and it gave me anxiety the entire time I read it. Highly recommend this one. As soon as I finished The Flowers of Evil, I knew I had to go out and immediately find some more Oshimi works, so I ended up picking up Happiness, Volumes 1 through 10. This is the complete series, all in singles, and I absolutely loved this series as well. It's a vampire series, so I really wasn't sure how much I was going to get into it, but with his way of writing and his character buildings and just the interactions between everybody, it was brilliant. It really was just a great story, and I enjoyed this just as much as The Flowers of Evil. He just released a brand new work too, or at least in the States it's being translated, and it's called Blood on the Tracks. There's 1 volume out right now. I think the second one's coming out at the end of September, but that's getting a lot of praise too, so definitely going to keep that on my radar to pick up next. These next 2 books I picked up kind of on a whim, not knowing too much about them, and that's Harlan under the DC Black Label line, as well as the first 3-in-1 for Neon Genesis Evangelion. I really enjoyed both of these series, and I had actually made a video on how much I liked the Harlan graphic novel, so make sure to check out that video in the link in the description below. Look at me sounding all professional and stuff. Reading through Harlan really made me want to check out some other DC Black Label titles, so if there's any recommend, please let me know. There's one currently coming out at the end of this month by the same creative team as Gideon Falls called The Killing Smile, and I'm really excited to check that one out. Next up, we have some gifts that I received for my birthday, and 2 of them are actually been here the whole time. It's the Season 3 Part 1 and Season 3 Part 2 of the Attack on Titan manga. I know everyone's super excited for the final season that's announced that came out. I know there's a trailer that was just released. I'm only up to volume 17, 12, 13, 14. Yeah, 17. I still have a whole nother box set to read before I'm caught up to where I'm at, and then I can start getting the rest of these singles. Definitely looking forward to this too. These next 2 books were also gifts, and that is the Blade of the Immortal Omnibus number 8. I only have 2 more of these before that collection is complete, and then the newest Junji Ito, which is Venus in the Blind Spot. I haven't read the latest omnibus yet, so I think I'm going to collect the last 2 and then just end up reading through Blade of the Immortal, all of it again. And then I did absolutely love the latest Junji Ito. These last 2 books are really cool because they were both gifts for my siblings. My sister ended up gifting me the library hardcover edition of The Umbrella Academy, and my brother ended up gifting me Saga, the hardcover deluxe edition. If you've watched my stuff, you know how much I gush about Saga and how much I love it. It's my favorite American comic, but I had never read The Umbrella Academy. My sister and her husband had been watching the show on Netflix, and they were super into it and wanted me to watch it, but I told her, I said, knowing it's based off a comic book, I have to read the comic first. That's just how I am. So she ended up gifting me this, and I read the comic, and now me and my wife are watching the Netflix show. I think we only have like 2 or 3 episodes left of the first season, so definitely a great time. Gave me a lot of Hellboy vibes as far as the artwork, and the story is definitely unique. Alright, we got 2 gifts left to check out here, and they are both on the Dragon Ball shelf. I know you probably missed it, haven't seen it in a while. My brother picked me up this awesome Goku pop figure on the Flying Nimbus, and my wife's best friend and my friend sent me in the mail these awesome Dragon Ball guitar picks that, yeah, just bring the shelf to life so much more than it was already. So, hey, thanks so much for making it to the end of this video. If you made it this far, make sure to like and comment. Let me know what you've been reading. Sorry I seem a little absent here. You see how much that I've gotten here, so I've been a little busy reading books, so sorry that I haven't been making much content, but if you have any ideas or anything you want to hear me talk about more, definitely let me know. Alright, I think that's all I have to say, so on that note, take care.